If your dipstick is dry and your wallet's light and your search history is DIY oil change, I got you. Let's do this.
All right, let's go drag racing.
Today we got not one, not two, but 3 cars. I'm gonna be showing you guys how to change the oil on. They're all gonna be a little bit different, but same idea. I'm gonna teach you the basics on how I do everything, and we're gonna try to keep the mess to a minimum. Enough yapping, let's get started. 3 vehicles we'll be working on today is the 1973 C10. I have a 2017 Dodge Ram 1500 with the 5.7 motor. And then we have a 2017 Hyundai Santa Fe Sport. Since the C10's already on the lift, we're gonna start with it, and then we'll shuffle everything else on there. I know it's super nice to have a shop with a lift. Before all this, we were flat backing it on the ground, so it's possible you can do it. But since the lift here, we're using it. Real quick, let's go over basically what you're gonna need. First things first, you're gonna need a wrench or something to get your drain plug off. You are also gonna need some sort of filter wrench. There's a bunch of different styles. You can find them at Walmart for like $6. You need a new oil filter, you need oil, and then you need something to catch the oil. You don't specifically need one of these, but they're super handy to have. And you just take them into your local auto parts store and they will dump it for you. Do some Googling or read your manual. Figure out what kind of filter you need. The C10 specifically takes this filter, and I specifically run this oil in it. Figure out which ones your vehicle calls for and round this stuff up. First thing we're gonna do is get under the car. Here's our engine pan with our engine drain. Here's our transmission with our transmission drain. Do not drain this. We're going after the engine today, okay? And try to catch as much as we can in our pan here. Also, side note, have some paper towels ready because it will get messy. And I would not recommend wearing any clothes that you like because they're gonna get dirty as well. So there we go, we loosened that bolt. You can see it already starting to drip out. I'm just unscrewing it as much as I can while putting pressure on it. And then all at once you pull it out and fling it across the shop. Just let that all drain out. We found our drain plug a couple cars over. Now, it has a little washer on it. You wanna inspect everything, clean everything off best you can, and set it off to the side. We're almost done draining on this side. We're gonna go over here to this side of the motor, and you can see here is our oil filter. It's gonna be different locations on different vehicles. Refer to your manual, do some Googling, whatever. Now we're gonna take our oil filter wrench, get on here, and we're gonna loosen this guy up. I'll show you a trick that I saw, we'll see if it works. Grab a gallon baggie. Once we crack this loose, it's gonna start to leak some oil out. So as quickly as you can, after you crack it with the wrench, put the bag around it, and that's hopefully in theory gonna help us out, but we'll see. Just be careful with this wrench because you can slip and bust your knuckles pretty easily. Throw that bag up there and try to spin it the rest of the way off. See how good that worked? There we go, it's off. Most of the mess is in your bag there. Now we'll prep our new filter real quick. Open this guy up and then just set it back in the box upside down. Then you want to take your oil and we're going to fill this guy up halfway or so. They say you don't want to start a dry filter. Basically, it's good practice. So, and this thing will bubble down so you can so I filled it to the top and it's bubbling down. Okay, and then this rubber gasket on the outside, dip some of your new oil in there and coat that gasket. That'll help that mating surface, help it slide on, make everything nice and pretty. Cool, so now this guy's ready to go back on. Make sure your old gasket off your filter didn't stick, because I've had them stick up there before, and then you're doubling up gaskets, which not ideal. Just spin that guy back on until it's touching. Get it tight as you can with your hand. Then you can go back in with your wrench, snug it up a little bit. Don't go too crazy or you'll hate yourself next time. So there we go, filter's good. So now that the filter's in, you can see we're basically almost done draining this. So we'll go ahead and throw the drain plug back into there. Same idea when you're tightening the plug, just snug it up. You don't want to strip out any threads or anything. There you go. Now, we should be done under here. Pull this guy off. A funnel helps, not absolutely necessary though. You could cut up a water bottle, make a funnel if you wanted. Just take all of this and then maybe another quart or so. We'll check it. If your feet start feeling wet, stop immediately and go put the drain plug in. You can save these and pour your old oil in them too, and then just take these to your local auto parts store too, or sometimes your trash service will take used oil as well. Okay, and this will be 6 quarts, so that should be enough to start it, and then we can check it from there and top it off as we need. That's just for this particular setup. Put that guy back on. Double check underneath there's not a puddle or anything. Yep, all good. Oil filter's in, so let's go ahead and start this guy up. And then here we're looking for oil pressure. Now we'll let this sit for a little bit, let the oil drain back down to the pan, then we'll check our dipstick. Been a couple minutes. Here's our dipstick right here on the driver's side. Wipe it clean. Make sure it's snapped all the way in. That actually looks perfect. It's hard to tell with the new oil because it's basically clear. Make sure to check both sides of the dipstick because the way it's sitting in there, you know, it's gonna have a high and a low side. So check both sides and then average it out in the middle. And then I also like to check oil periodically just because you can never be too safe. C10's all good. We're gonna throw it back up in the air, double check. There is no leaks on the filter or the plug. Everything looks good down here so far. Again, I would periodically check just to make sure you don't have any drips or leaks, and you can tighten things up as needed. We'll go ahead and get the gray truck up in the air. Okay, same idea here under the gray truck. We're gonna wipe off the drain plug, make sure the gasket's still good, and throw it back in. Tighten this guy back up, snug, but not stripped. The oil filter on these guys, they were nice enough to tuck it all the way up in there. So maybe honestly from the front might be the easiest way to get to that guy. But we'll go ahead and try our Ziploc trick again since it worked so good last time. It was going so good till it wasn't. Got our new filter for the truck here. I don't know if I said this, but you just go into any auto parts store and tell them what your year, make, and model of your vehicle is, and they'll get you the right filter. Don't want to fill this one too much up because, again, you saw how big of a pain in the butt it was to get it out of there, so we might have to twist it around a little bit to finagle it back up there. Let's go ahead and try this and make a little bit less of a mess than we did getting it off. There we go, just hand tighten it again. Just snug it up. Good to go. Now I'll take a little brake clean and try to clean just a little bit of this mess up. I'm obviously gonna be having drips for a couple days while all this stuff runs down, but whatever. Okay, pan bolt is tight. Our new filter is finally in, so let's go ahead and drop the truck down and fill it up with oil. Okay, so here we are under the hood. As you can see up top, here's our fill cap. It also says 520 on there, so that's how we know what oil this thing takes. And that yellow handle right there is our dipstick. So we'll go ahead and pop this off, get a funnel in. This truck takes 7 quarts. So we will measure out 7 quarts and fill it up. So there's a 5. There we go, that's 7 quarts. Make sure to put your cap back on. Now we'll jump inside and start it up. No lights or warnings, which is good. Oil pressure, we got 51 PSI. We'll also go ahead and reset our oil life. They're different on every vehicle, so however you reset your oil life, go ahead. Good, that's up to 100. Then also I have these little stickers. I'll put a new sticker on there. I'll link these down below. I just got these off Amazon. Then you can write the date you changed your oil, your mileage, whatever grade you want. That'll be a good reminder for you. Double check, we got no major problems underneath. Now we'll hang out for a second and clean up, and then we will check the dipstick to double check. Hard to see it, but we are all good to go. Last but not least, we got the 2017 Hyundai Santa Fe. Under this one, you can see they have this little cover labeled engine oil. That's our drain plug. And then up here, we got oil filter. We'll pop these off and see what we got going. You can tell that this drain plug's been leaking since the last time they changed the oil. We'll make sure to tighten that up this time. Hopefully it's not stripped out or something crazy. I went ahead and just ran to the parts store because the drain plug that was on there, something must have happened to the washer. So the oil change company that did it last just threw a metal one on there, which is why it's leaking pretty bad. So for $3 or whatever it was, I went ahead and just bought the actual drain plug with a gasket on it. That's plastic or rubber or whatever. That'll kind of seal up a little better and hopefully we won't have any issues. This guy's drained all the way. We'll throw the plug back in. Again, just snug onto the filter. Don't know if it's even worth trying the bag trick anymore at this point. I also like this strap style oil filter wrench. This thing works pretty good as well. There's a million different flavors. You just got to figure out which one's gonna work the best for the vehicle that you're working on. Might as well try the bag trick one more time. Ta-da! Third time's a charm. Got our new filter. You know the drill by now. We're gonna pre-fill it up, lube the gasket, and we'll throw it back on. And then again, I'll just put a little bit of a snug on with this thing. That should be good. Okay, sweet. We should be all good from down here. Let's go up top. We'll fill it up. And then again, under the hood, up top, you can see this is our oil cap. It says 520 on it, so we know what kind of oil it takes. And then we got our dipstick right here. Looked it up, and this takes 5 quarts. I grabbed a fresh 520, 5 quarts. This whole thing should go in there. So now we'll go ahead and start this up, reset the oil light, make sure we got pressure and everything looks good. There we go, we reset that. This one's all good to go. There we go. Mark is right at full. All done. Just like that, 3 oil changes done. If that seems easy enough to you and that helped you out, awesome. If you'd rather just spend the extra $80 or whatever it is to go have it done, be my guest. Totally up to you, but that is all it takes. As always, I appreciate all the support. Thank you guys so much for watching. Take it easy, and we'll catch you on the next one.